Hey guys, Yazzie Austin here. I'm so grateful you are here. I am blessed to be with you. God bless you. This is the third episode of Yaz Means Well, and I am going to be talking more deeply about myself so that you have a better understanding of my level of transparency, authenticity, and commitment to going a little bit more deeply so that we can heal together and live more fruitful, abundant lives. So, as things start with us, they're also going to end with us. And that means doing things that have not been done before. That means going places that others are not going to travel. So, I will begin with letting you know that one of the hardest things that I've had to do most recently in my life is uproot myself from what I feel is a toxic family trait. There's just some deep shit going on. And I realized that every time I tried to go back, I would get wilted in one way or another. And I didn't think that a beautiful flower, much like myself, deserved to exist in such an environment. So I uprooted myself and I moved to a place with more adequate, nutrient rich soil, abundant sunlight, and rain to pour into me in abundance. And I realized that I exerted a lot of energy trying to manipulate being wilted in that type of environment, trying to accommodate being fruitful in that type of environment, and realizing that wasn't fruitful. So I took my time. I have developed myself. I've asked God to intercept my entire life, my thoughts, my mind, my action. And I want God to speak before me, less me, more you type of deal. Because I have concerns because of the status of the relationship with my mother, or lack thereof, that I may say something that is about me and not about you healing. So I pray to God that I speak with love and sincerity and truthfulness, because I'm not here for that. I am here to give whoever needs whatever I have away. So with that said, I'm just going to get a little deep, maybe get a little dark, but I appreciate you being here, and irregardless of where you stand, please know, yes means well. Let's get into it. I have been busy being a loving wife, a mother of 4 incredible children. I have such a beautiful, wonderful, amazing family. I am richly blessed, and I know that my husband is amazing. He's in love with me. I'm in love with him. I am in a constant state of gratitude, and I do not take it for granted. My children, there's so much love in the house, it's suffocating. Okay? Hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses. It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But boy, am I having a good time. I have been working countless hours as a real estate agent, taking care of my clients, loving my clients. I am purpose driven. I am relational, not transactional. So I like to get a little bit more connected with my clients and assure that they are taken care of before, during, and after the transaction. And things are going pretty well. I have most recently gotten licensed as a life insurance agent to also better accommodate my clients who've accumulated this huge asset slash, let's call it what it is, debt, okay? And also the people that I love, right? Those that I see. Anyone who thinks they might die one day, right? I want to connect and align myself with things that not only afford me the freedom to do them at my leisure and also make residual income, but I don't want a boss. You know what I mean? They afford me the freedom to speak about my business in the way that I want to. So I'm having a ball. I also work with the community in various capacities. I am the Spirit Coordinator for an organization. Spirit stands for Strategic Partnership Initiative to Reduce Infant Mortality Trends. I work extending outreach, talking about Black maternal health disparities and infant mortality rates in Pennsylvania. So I am doing a lot more than I'm going to say, just because I'm not doing it to tell you about it. But it is to be transparent about why I have not been more consistent with this podcast. I love you, and I want nothing more than to pour into you. But you understand that I need to be full, right? And that oftentimes people who are empathetic and concerned with contributing to others often have many things on their plate. So a lot of what I do is because things have been manipulated for it all to work. I also have given myself a lot more grace than I've ever been able to do in my life. So some days, if I don't feel like doing shit, I don't do shit. I am currently grieving still, and I allow myself to wail whenever I need to wail, which leads me back to you. This episode, I want you to understand that your pain has a much deeper purpose than you may have given it credit for, and I don't want you to lose sight of that if you have. If you're struggling with this pain that is piercing, that is everlasting, because I can understand an open wound, I need you to understand that you have an opportunity and an obligation to do something with that pain. It can be paralyzing, it can be stifling, it can be shocking, traumatic, all at the same time. It can cause us to pretend to be busy, it can cause us to lie about our reality, it can cause us to do a lot of different things. But the truth is that God designed your body to heal itself, and that pain is your body's signal that something is wrong. Something's going on, right? Obviously. What I think people miss about this part is that just because that's where you felt the pain, it doesn't mean that's where the problem lies. I'll explain. And I learned this in chiropractic care, working for a chiropractor. I learned that there are trillions of nerves coming from the cerebral stem in our neck, cervical area, and trillions of nerves. Sometimes they get tangled, get damaged, like computer wires. And oftentimes, one of those wires kind of gets a little kink in it upstairs, right? And because that wire is connected to either an organ or a limb, let's say an elbow or a knee, that may be where the pain manifests. So you could have a pain in your knee that's about your neck, but you didn't make that connection because you're too focused on the pain itself. You either don't like that feeling so much that you will do anything to get rid of it. You wanted them, I need a Tylenol, I got a headache. Drink some water and lay down. You know? You don't want to deal with it, right? So what have you just done? You've probably just put a Band-Aid over a bullet hole. That's right. Or what about those people who kind of get a kick out of the feeling of pain? It excites them. It gives them something to talk about. That might be people who are comfortable in chaos. They may not want to get rid of that pain because you know why. Steve, right? I am talking to the person who needs to hear that their pain has a greater purpose than to exist and say, I'm here. I don't think the pain is the point. I think you are. I did not have a good maternal experience. I did not have a good experience as a mother myself, especially the earlier years. I was really young when I had her, and I wanted nothing more than to be amazing. So I did my best, and more so even now, have become what I needed. I'm much smarter than I was when I had my first daughter, so it's a lot easier. And she's saying that, and I love that she appreciates that. But what I think people fail to realize is no matter how great the pain is, no matter how widespread it is, no matter how deeply it affects you, scale to 1 to 10, it's a 10, maybe it's a 20. You have to understand it's more important to know what you're built like. It's more important to know what you're going to do with that pain. Who are you? What is the point? What is it trying to show me? What is the signal? Pain is your body's signal. It's something. Did you get the message? Did you care more about extinguishing the pain more than learning what you were supposed to be learning and then doing what you're supposed to be doing? I knew that I was not built to be broken. I knew that I was broken to be built. I knew that from a very young age. That's why I ask God, less me, more you. That's why I don't script my podcasts. I don't know what is going to come out of my mouth. I'm going to let God take the lead because I want to be authentic. I want to love you. I believe that God wants us to live in abundance. So I'm going to do everything that I can to be on the right side of things, even though I know I'm bad, even though I know I'm not a good person. I'm a bad person who tries to be good. Sometimes I fail. I'm okay with that. I give myself grace. We talked about that. My point is, everybody has a choice. The pain is only as consuming as you allow it to be. If you shrink it here, if it grows here, you may have a problem. And I don't think that it's fair to you or the people you love to diminish yourself to your pain. You are more than that. And if you are going through something that is so excruciating and so painful and so terrible, you understand. You ain't no joke. You built for it tough. Okay? You need to use that. You need to use that. Do not let that pain use you. You sit around and feel sorry for yourself, for your circumstances. They built you. Do something. Somebody needs to hear what you have going on. That's why I'm here now. This isn't about me. And let me tell you something. I am multi-talented. I'm good at a lot of different things. Everything will come to light soon enough. I don't rush myself. I'm on God's time. But if I wanted this to be about me, I would have been episode after episode after episode. But I want to make sure that I am right for you, mind, body, and spirit, that I allot the time to say the right things, to give the right message, and not make this shit about me. And that's a really fine line to walk with social media, right? Because I still got to put my lip gloss on. I don't know where my water is, and my mouth is getting dry. So it's like you got to worry about the earthly things. Oh, is your hair out of place and things like that. I can't focus on that. I'm not here for that. I am here to contribute to God's people. So I want you to understand that your pain is not about you experiencing it. And even knowing how much you can take, it's not about that. What did you do with it? You just like took it on the chin? No, 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 no. You're going to have to go heal somebody else. You have an opportunity and an obligation. So understand that that is what your pain is about. And I'm looking forward to you taking that pain and putting it on its ass. Because that's what you built like. So with that said, I would like for you to do one of two things. Either kick the day's ass or let the day kick your ass. Can't do both, and you do have a choice. Okay? Whether you love it or hate it, please respect that it's real. This has been the smooth jazzy, yes, fantastic sounds of Yazzie Austin, episode 3. We're not really sure what we're going to call it yet, but we'll work on that. Thank you for being here. I love you. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think, girl. And what should we talk about next time? I do have some ideas, but I don't know. We'll see what you guys come up with. Much love. Talk to you soon.